Hi, my name's Jen. Welcome to my channel, All My Plants. Today I have a plant and plant-related things haul. We're going to start with the plants. That way, if you're not interested in the planty-ish things, or plant-related thing, plant-adjacent, I don't know. If you're not interested in that, you can skip it. So that's why I'll do the plants first. I think I have maybe 10 plants here, and I don't know, maybe 10 things. So we're gonna get right into it. I don't know where to start. I'm still bubble-headed. I'm not sick anymore, but, well, I'm sick, but I'm not testing sick. I had COVID, and I finally got to the point where I could go out of the house. So my quarantine time was past. But anyway, I'll show you these ones first because I got 3 and they're basically the same type of plant. I don't know why I've got it stuck in this cover pot because it just fell way in there. I don't think I was paying attention. It was probably just sitting here. Anyway, we'll move the cover pot. Okay, back to the plant. Paulownia, which I guess I'm saying that right. I've heard people pronounce it differently. It's P-E-L-L-O-N-I-A, or at least that's how it's spelled on this one. I got 3 different kinds. 2 of the 3 I have had before. I'm grabbing them like I'm ripping vegetables out of the ground. I don't know what's wrong with me. This one's hiding over here. This one. Oh. There we go. Maybe, possibly. I like them. This one has a kind of pinky blush on the back. Just a little bit of a blush. It looks a little bit more dramatic to me than it comes off on the preview over here, but it's pretty. All right, so anyway, these 2 are repens. This one says Daviana, but I knew it as repens for ages, so I don't know, maybe it's been changed. I really like the kind of chocolatey foliage on this one. It's kind of dark, but then it has that little bit of green on it as well. And I find that it changes with light. I've had this one before. I had it in a terrarium, and I think I just gave up on that terrarium. I can't remember. I don't even really remember ripping it out of there. But anyway, had that before. It was an easy grower. Never had a problem with it. This one here I just recently threw away. I've had it before. This is pulchra. I've heard other people say pulchra because it is spelled P-U-L-C-H-R-A. I don't know how you pronounce it. I would just say pulchra myself. But I love this one. It's very, I don't know. It's very pretty. Very pretty indeed. I do like it. It was also very easy. The reason I recently threw it away was because it was just covered in spider mites. And we'll get into it later in the video. I've had so many struggles with pests, but I wasn't doing it, so I threw it away. Not when I can replace the plant for $3.95. So that's what I've done. This all green one before, I didn't really know it existed. I've never seen it before. Never had it before, but I like it. I like it a lot, and I assume it's going to be similar to its friends here and also grow easily. They were in like their terrarium plant section at the place I went to. This one was also $4. And I find that they grow just as easy. Like, they've never complained about anything, the other 2. I had them all over the house at one point in time. And why they're not with us, it's because it's an easy plant. It was an inexpensive plant, and I tended to neglect that plant because of that. It wasn't high on my list of plants to be concerned about, I guess. So they died after time. But yeah, I started with plants kind of this size, and then I ended up having them everywhere. I had a terrarium that the whole bottom was covered in the pulchra and the other repens, the 2-tone repens. So I don't know. I've been thinking about replanting some terrariums in jars. Maybe I will put some pieces in there because that's another thing. They propagate super easily. They kind of root everywhere, anywhere they come into contact with soil. So I don't know. I liked them though. And then I guess we'll talk about this one since he's sticking up here. This is purple dragon tooth alocasia, or alocasia longiloba purple. Do I already have this one? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I do. Maybe. This one here actually looks a little hungry. You can kind of see some discoloration on the leaf. It is lovely though. Take a peek beneath the hood. I don't see a whole lot of roots going on there. I just got some pon today, finally. I ordered it probably 2 weeks ago. It took forever to come. I'm probably going to end up putting this in pon if I have a pot that's an appropriate size. But I don't know. It actually looked like it was in pretty good shape other than being a little bit, like I said, hungry looking. Like it needs some fertilizer or some nutrients or something. So I don't know. And it feels a little meh too. I mean, it looks good overall. Like the rigidity, turgidity, I don't know. The plant looks okay in that way as far as its uprightness. It's just the leaf feels a little, I don't know. Maybe that's just how they feel. Like if I was comparing this to like the Syrian or something like that, I'd say that this feels thirsty, but it's very damp. It's very damp, so I don't know. Go figure. But I like it a lot. I'm looking for a place to stick plants out of the way. I'm just going to put it right back where it was. Otherwise, I'm going to make a huge mess today. Oh, begonia. We'll talk about that. This is Begonia Sinbad, or Begonia coccinea Sinbad. I love this. I've never seen it before. Never seen it before. And it's pretty. It's kind of pinky and silvery, like a dusky pink. Is that a thing? I don't know. It's got cute little ridiculous flowers hanging off of it. It had more. They're dropping like crazy. They're dropping like crazy. Oh, I guess it's growing more kind of at the top there. I don't know if you can see them kind of starting to dangle. But it's pretty and I want to propagate it very soon. The texture is off-putting. It's similar to Alocasia Jacqueline, I guess. It's like bristly feeling. I don't know. It just, it's one of those textures I'm not into. But I touch it anyway. Which touching my plants has come back to kick me in the ass. Once again, more about that later. But I really like this. I really like this. I'm discovering that cane-style begonias generally aren't so scary as I once thought. So, I mean, I've had like angel wing before, like maculata, begonia maculata whitey eye, I think it is. Just that, you know, it's all over Lowe's most of the time. I had that years ago. And once again, I got overconfident. I was like, well, this is an easy plant. I left it alone a little too long and it just crisped right up. But that was really the only one I had ever had, so I didn't think that they were all that easy. So far, the ones I have anyway, they're turning out to be pretty easy. I don't want to say too much too fast. I don't want to talk too early, you know. But I keep trying to put them behind me. I hope that this goes well. I keep trying. So we'll see. What else have I got? Sorry if I keep cutting and jumping back in. I still have a cough, like a dry, barking cough. It sounds awful. It's just a lingering symptom, I guess. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, another plant. This one here, it says Codonanthe luteola. It's some type of gesneriad. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had this plant before, but it's cute with its little waxy leaves. It was a nice full little pot. It has some red blushing on the back of some of the leaves. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get up in here. Maybe you can see it that way. I don't know. They don't all have it, but some of them have it. And it's, oops, off the screen. It's kind of cute. I don't know if you got to see any of it there, but it does. I see no indication that it's going to flower anytime soon. What kind of flowers does this have? I don't even know. Tubular shaped flowers, creamy yellow. Lots of them apparently. Easy houseplant. Keep it dry. All right, so this won't go in any kind of terrarium, but it is really pretty, I think, humble opinion. I don't know. It almost looks like some kind of Hoya to me. Almost. Like, I was gonna say Comingiana, but maybe not. I don't know. It's lovely. It's lovely. That's what I do know. All right, so there's that guy. This one here, I have never had. This is an Episcia. I don't think I've ever had any kind of Episcia. At least I guess that's how you say it. Episcia. This one is called Chocolate Soldier. And it almost looks like a chocolate-covered strawberry. Maybe not. It looks like maybe if you took strawberries and cream, though, and dumped a little bit of chocolate on top. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Y'all can ignore me. It's kind of pink and brown. So yeah, Epicea chocolate soldier. Dark chocolate leaf, it says. Silver markings. I don't see anything silver on that plant, but okay. Humidity, warmth. Red flowers most of the year. Does that say minimum temp of 60 degrees? Oh no, 50, okay. So I guess I could put this in a terrarium. I don't know if I'm going to or not, though. I'm not very familiar with this plant, so I guess if you have any tips for me on it, I'll definitely take them. I've never grown it, so. I'm gonna let my dog out. The bird hollered. Gotta go see what's going on. Probably my husband just came home. Go ahead and look out. You can't fit through that small gap. Wait. Yeah, my husband just came home and upset my dog. What was I talking about? Where am I? Who am I? What's my name? This is Hoya Bella. Hoya lanceolata Bella. And if you've been here a while, you'll probably think something like, what happened to the other 4 that you've hauled on this channel? Including Lit de Bois and some other one. A couple were variegated. That's all I can tell you, inner and outer. That's a good question. Like, I'm still wondering what happened to those. I think it was maybe spider mites, broad mites. I'm not sure. They just declined, and like nothing I was doing was helping. I even tried to propagate them, and the propagations died, which is unusual for most Hoyas, I think. Usually they propagate super easy. Not all of them. I know some are trickier than others, but this is generally easy to propagate. Mine were not. So they're no longer with us, long story short. They're just not here. I'm hoping I have better luck. This one looks pretty good. You'll see that the frond in the center is just paler. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just maybe an older. No, it's newer. The newer ones are the paler of them. I had to think about that. I had to look and see where it was coming from. But yeah, I see another newer one here, and it is paler as well. I don't know. So hopefully I don't kill this one. I would like to have a nice Bella. My green one was nice briefly. It didn't last long. Like I said, I don't know if spider mites, some sort of mite or something had to tear it down because it just kept declining. The roots were great, but it just kept going downhill anyway. So, like, leaves were just falling off all over the place. It wasn't great. This one here, I'm kind of laughing at myself because I have 900 plants that look like this. Maybe not 900, but I guarantee you I have 20. And some of them are repeats, but either way, of those 20, there's probably 5 different types, but they all kind of look like this. It's Monstera, of course. I don't know, would anybody guess what this is if I didn't tell them? This is Monstera esqueleto. Or esqueleto? Esqueleto. Am I saying anything different there? Which is right, 1 or 2? Esqueleto? Yep. Monstera esqueleto. Huge leaves, it says, up to 3 foot long. Okay, I might regret that if they actually get there. I know they won't trailing. I think I have Expellata, Patiri, Laniata, and Adansonii, like just your standard narrow leaf variety on moss poles. Yeah. This is going on one as well, but I'm going to have to propagate it. I can't stick it on a moss pole like that. It's just too long. So what I might do is I might just cut it back and then stick the base of the plant on there and then propagate the rest of it, and maybe we'll tuck them in as they root out. They do have some aerial roots going on. I don't know if you can see. They're wee little things, but they're there. I guess it looks slightly different. Like, it looks a little bit more heart-shaped, perhaps, than my other 87 varieties of holy Monstera, vining Monsteras. I don't know. I did see, while I was there, I did see some sort of Monstera. They had it they're doing these mixed planters there now, which I thought was pretty cool. And there was many varieties of it, but each one had 3 different philodendron or monstera or rhaphidophora in the pot. And so they had one that they had it labeled, it was like Painted Lady. It said Swiss cheese philodendron, which is obviously a monstera. And I don't know, we'll say hastatum, philodendron hastatum, for example. And the leaves on the Swiss cheese philodendron that were in there they were pretty good size. So I don't know if they had it supported somewhere and they were just propagating off of that or what. But yeah, they were much larger than any of the vining ones that I saw, even though those were also vining in that pot. I don't know, go figure. But anyway, I have one more. Hold on, my dog opened the door. Sure, okay. All right, the dog was letting the air conditioning out. So I've got this guy here, which I really like. It's a variegated lipstick plant. Perhaps you can see that it's variegated. I don't know, a lot of times I see them like Lowe's or something, and it'll say variegated lipstick plant, and I'm like, where? Girl, where? I don't see no variegation. On this one I actually do. It is Aschenanthus Bolero bicolor. Okay. I don't know, it's pretty. It's very pretty, humble opinion. I've had the larger leafed variety of the variegated lipstick plant before, and that one actually was variegated. I have no idea what happened to that plant. So yeah, it's not here anymore. What does that smell weird? I didn't really realize it until I put it back in the pot. That's not what smells weird. I don't know, I just caught a whiff of something. No idea. I can smell. I guess that's a good sign. But anyway, I have no idea what happened to that one. But this is a nice full pot. As far as I can remember, it was an easy plant. I don't know if this is the exact same care and all that, but I'm going to treat it like that. When it's dry, I'll water it. When it's wet, I'll let it get some light and breathe. I don't know. It's pretty though. I like it. I don't care if it never flowers. It's just one I'll kind of keep around. None of these have been repotted yet. I just have a habit of sticking things in cover pots so they don't get my furniture wet. So that's the last one, I think. Yeah, it is. We rolled right through those. Okay, so the other stuff I have is, like I said, it's not necessarily for plants. I mean, I got pawn, but you know what pawn looks like, I guess. I'm not going to haul that for you. But I did get it finally. It's not necessarily for plants. It's just kind of plant related. So I got these bulbs. All of this stuff came from Temu, by the way. I will put a link down in the description. Just know that Temu claims that I will get like a commission or something if you use the link, or somehow I'll get some sort of credit. I've not ever yet, and trust me, I already harassed all my family and friends. I don't know, but either way, it hasn't hurt anything. So I got all this stuff came from Temu. I got these grow bulbs, which it's a 2-pack, and I think I paid like $5 for these. Now, mind you, these are grow bulbs in this lamp behind me, and I paid $10 for each of those. So I'm going to, not right this minute, but I am going to put one in here. We'll do it at the end. Put one in here, and we'll measure the difference between this and this at the same distance. Like the output. It says 1,000 lumens. I don't know. Isn't that what it says? Yeah, brightness, 1,000 lumens. And it'll last 27.3 years if you use it 3 hours a day. Who's using their plant light 3 hours a day? Because I think I'm using mine between 12 and 16 hours a day. So it depends on which light where, but for the most part, yeah, we're going to say 12 to 16 hours. 9 watt equivalent of 100 watt, 25 ppf, micromoles per second. I have no idea what any of that means. But we will try them. Because I'm always looking for a reasonable place to get lights. These are just like some sun catchers. This one here is a raven. Let me take it out so we can actually see it. I really like, somebody's gonna make fun of me for the way I say this. Dark Academia? I have no idea how you say it. My daughter laughs at me no matter how I pronounce it. That's like my vibe. Ooh, it feels weird. And, like, if I could decorate sort of Halloween without being full-blown Halloween year-round, I would. I would. I have another room that I'm working on, and I think I'm going to in there. But anyway, maybe you can see it. Do I have it backwards? Oh, I have it backwards, I think. I have no idea. But anyway, it's a raven. It's pretty. Please tear off the protective film. Oh, maybe that's why it feels funny. I'm slow. Okay. I don't know. Now it's just shiny. Still feels funny. It's the back side. I'm gonna have to get some of those window suction cup things, I guess, because I got 2 of those. This one is mushrooms, and it's a little smaller, and it has a chain instead of the thing. I like sun catchers, I don't know. And I think both of these were $5 or less. I think. There is a protective film. Even with fingernails, I can't get it. Not that my fingernails are pretty long right now or anything, but this one is thicker. It's like, it feels more substantial, and the color looks more bold. I don't know, but it's definitely thicker. Uh-oh, I heard things fall out. Uh-oh, I lost one of the little jump rings. That's okay, I've got a whole thing of them somewhere. I've got a whole bin of them somewhere. And needle nose pliers, which apparently some assembly required. Well, I'll get to that later, because I'll be forever looking for my needle nose pliers and the jump rings. But anyway, that's that one. I think it's very pretty. I like mushrooms. It's a thing. You might have seen mushroom art around. I don't know. There's a print there. There's a print back here, but it's too high to see. It's on the shelves. You've probably seen it behind me in some other videos, maybe. Maybe, probably. If you look at the background of videos. All right, where am I going to stick these? In my... All right. So what else did I get? Stickers. I got stickers because I don't know. I'm a child. I like stickers. It's 50 stickers, and they're planty. They're like plants and pots. And they're supposed to be different. Okay, these are kind of cute. I'll show you some of them. We won't go through all 50. I got an orbifolia there. That's cute. A little monstera. There's a couple monsteras. They're just different, like different types of the same plant. Oh, look, they even have an alocasia. That's cute. World's best plant parent. That's cute. I can't claim that personally, but I try. What's that? Ranta Ganura, I think? Is it? I don't know. It's cute though. I don't know what that is, but cool. I don't know. So it's a bunch of different planty things. Spider plant. I don't know what that is. Stramanthe? Oh, I'm not showing it very well. But yeah, so there's a bunch of them. They're cool. I don't know what I'll use them for. I have no idea what I'll use them for. I just like stickers, okay? I have like this, it's like a craft cart thing. There's such a ridiculous amount of stickers in there. A lot of them are cat themed. I like cats. Cats and plants. I don't like cats enough to collect them. Like actual cats, but I do like cats. I like cat themed items. Alright, so this is a rug, which honestly does not look much like the picture. I guess it's like an Adansonii leaf. I don't know. Let's get it open. I say rug, it's like a bathroom mat. That's what it looks like. I don't know how much it was. That's cute. It's cute. I'll probably just use it to stand on right here because I have been using like this really flat and gray rug, like little carpet. The back is kind of grippy. It says it was no slip, you know, to prevent falls. I don't know. It doesn't look exactly like the picture, but the size I think is true to what they said it was. Maybe it does look exactly like the picture and I just can't remember. I don't know. I ordered this stuff a while ago. It didn't take that long to come, I guess. But I don't know. I'm staring at it. It's lovely. It is lovely. I will use it. Then in here, what have I got in here? That's an awful lot of bag. I guess they just wanted to get the advertising in. It's a bag and a bag and a bag. Oh, this is a shirt. I bought a t-shirt. I thought I got green. This looks blue. I don't know. I'd propagate that. So, okay, I like that. That's a medium, and it actually does look big enough that I can squish into it. I got some medium shirts not too at Walmart or somewhere the other day, and it's not good. I look like a busted can of biscuits trying to wear them. So, hopefully this one will actually fit. Yay! Yay! Nobody wants to be a busted can of biscuits. I don't know, maybe somebody does, but it's not my jam. So this is like, it feels like iron-on, like when you do Cricut stuff. That's kind of what it feels like. Hopefully it doesn't come off because it is cute. It's cute. And then drink. Okay, I overheated. Actually, I didn't. I have air conditioning now. Yay! I still keep it probably about 78-ish up here most of the time. Somewhere in there. That's fine. That's more than comfortable for me. Anyway, the camera overheated. I didn't. So this puck thing here is supposed to be a blanket. Like a throw. And it's very, very well shrink wrapped. I don't know. I think this, oh no. This is the last of the bigger things, I guess. I can hear it sucking air in. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's got a white side. Ooh, it's super thin. Super thin. I guess that's perfect for this time of year. What kind of leaf is that supposed to be? Is it supposed to be anthurium? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's white on one side. It's like, it is very soft. It's not very thick, which I guess, like I said, doesn't really hurt my feelings. But it's not super thin either. Like, I've definitely purchased thinner blankets, or throws, whatever you call it. But it's cute. I like it. That is exactly as described. I didn't buy the biggest, like, you gotta be careful if you do order off of there. Like, definitely look at the sizes, and sometimes it's in centimeters. So if you're not good at the conversion, ask Google. But Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I like it. It's cute. It's like a lap blanket size or throw. Maybe I'll probably put it over the little couch that I have up here, the futon that I have in this room. I'll probably throw it over that. I don't know, but it's cute. It does look like the picture. Yay. What is it supposed to be? It's gotta be anthurium, right? I don't know. Somebody tell me, what type of plant is this supposed to be? It just said leaf or something like that. It didn't say what kind of leaf. Anthurium? I'm gonna say anthurium. Is it anthurium? I don't know. I don't know. It's cute. Tis cute. So yeah, I'll put that on the couch, the futon. Then I got a bunch of little random things. Let's see, what did I get? These aren't necessarily planty. I think, well, two of them are, and two of them aren't. This is a little bracelet. How do you get into it? I'm sure it's got a sticky thing somewhere, but I can't see. Scissors. So it's just a little, it's not real silver or anything. I don't think I got anything that was. They do have things on there that are listed as silver, like 925. But it's a cute little bracelet. Maybe you can see it. So not very planty. I don't know how you're supposed to get your big hand in that. Does it stretch? It doesn't stretch well to open well. Are you supposed to slide it on? Not without injury. I'm afraid to like stretch on them too much. My daughter had a ring that was like one size fits all, and you stretched on it to make it fit. She's got little tiny fingers, and it snapped like right away. She got that from Amazon though. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're supposed to get it on because it is actually kind of thick metal, but it's cute. Maybe I'll have to find somebody who has smaller hands than me to wear that. I got big old man hands. What's this one? Oh, I love this. This is cute. This is another one size fits all. So it's open. Can you see it? It's just little red mushrooms. They're cute. Like, what are they called? Flagaric mushrooms? I don't know. Does that actually fit anything? Yeah, that does. Cool. Cool. I'll show you my crusty finger. That's cute. What's this? Oh, this is a dragon. And it's a lot smaller than expected. Like, it's another one size fits all, but you're not going to bend this to fit, I don't think. Not without, like, some serious tools. It's a little dragon. And, like, I don't know who'd wear that. I don't know what size ring I wear either, but, like, it's supposed to be one size, but it's thick and chunky, and I don't know how you're going to stretch that open to, like, fit someone. But he's cool. He's cool. Would he fit my pinky? Oh no, he's too big for my pinky. Oh, snug on my ring finger, and won't go over my big fat knuckles on the rest of my fingers. I got big old knuckles. He's cool though. I don't know. Oh, a little necklace. I forgot I got this. If I can figure out, oh, I can see the sticky part on this one to peel it open. Also not plant related, but it's cute, or I thought it was cute. Because I'm weird. It's just a little, you know, I'm thinking of you, Dolly. A little voodoo doll. He's cute. Got a little pin in his head, bless his heart. Bless him heart. He ain't had a great day. It looks like it has like a chain extender on it if you needed to adjust it. So there we go, that's cute. It's cute. Am I hiding it behind the plant? Put it on the plant? Cute. Cute. And, oh, I got two more. This one here is really cute. I really liked this one. It's dainty. It's That's a ring, another ring. I have a thing for rings. I could probably wear 5 rings on every finger and still not wear all of the rings. And most of them are just these little costume jewelry doodads. Once again, it's adjustable, one size type thing. But yeah, it's cute. It's just a couple little green leaves on it. Does it actually fit any of my fingers without having to stretch on it? Yeah, it fits the ring finger on my married hand. This one here has a size. It's size 8. Is this the last thing? I think this is actually the last thing if you've hung in here with me through all of this. Oh, it's a bag in a bag again. We love packaging. Do I have to save? I'm going to save all this because you never know. You never know. Oh, that's pretty. It's once again, costume jewelry. Nothing expensive here, but it's cute and I like it a lot. My battery's going to die. Size 8. It'll fit my ring finger on my other hand. Cute. It's cute. Oh, it's got little leaves on the band part. I don't know if we're focusing on that at all. I'm sorry if it's blurry. I can't tell from this close. Everything's blurry to me, so. But it is cute. Humble opinion. Yep, battery died, so I'm just sticking it on the charger before I forget. I always stick it on the wrong way. Yay, got it right that time. Alright, so that's what I had. I had plants and planty type things. Some of them weren't so planty type, I guess. I don't know. And I don't know how many things it was. It was enough things. It was plenty of things. And I think I'm pretty happy with most of it. I mean, this bracelet is kind of a bummer because, like I said, I don't know how you'll get that on. Like, it's not something you're going to easily get on, I'll put it that way. Unless maybe you have little tiny hands. I do not. I do not. My husband has enormous hands, and my hands are almost as big as... Maybe if you're double jointed, which I'm also not. I think I have a finger that is, but I can't do anything with it right now. So I don't know about that, but I think I'm pretty happy with everything else. The little rug, I'm lukewarm about it. Like, I think mostly it is as described, but I don't know. I'll probably order another one. I don't think I ordered from the same. It's kind of like Amazon. They have multiple sellers through Temu, kind of like Amazon has multiple stores or whatever. I don't think I ordered the same thing or from the same company more than once. But I would try another rug. There's like so many of them on there, like planty related, like little rugs and carpets and throws and all kinds. Pillows. I wanted to order one of the pillows, but I don't know. The picture, it looked very printed on and not well printed on the pillow I was looking at. So I don't know. Maybe I just didn't find a good one. Sorry, that bird's screaming. I don't know what's up with her. Anyway, briefly, I said I would mention Pests. Let me close that door the rest of the way. Anyway, yeah, I alluded earlier to Pests. And really, I haven't seen anything except for the root mealybugs and the same Hoyas I've been fighting them in since the beginning of the year almost now. I only discovered them in February, but I think I'm sure they were already in there. I'm sure. And I still have 2 or 3 more of those to like dig through. Somebody had asked if I had tried flushing the pond with peroxide. I haven't. Usually if I use peroxide on roots, I take all the substrate off. Peroxide is definitely killing anything beneficial as well as anything bad. And not only that, but I don't know what's going on in the roots unless I take it out anyway and look at the roots. So no, I don't try flushing with peroxide. Usually the only thing I usually use peroxide on plants for is root rot or directly, like mealybugs above the surface, like directly touching them with the peroxide. But I also use alcohol for that, so either one seems to work just fine. So that's been a ongoing issue. It's not that bad. It's just stopping the plants from growing. It's not really killing anything. If they're not really growing, they might drop a leaf or two. like I said, I think I have a couple more that I'm suspicious of. Then the next thing is spider mites, or mites in general. Spider mites in particular, though. I have noticed, I was talking to Shelly, in case you're watching, I'll call you out. She had said a few months ago, she's like, yeah, I don't put my alocasia in systemic because it doesn't help with spider mites anyway, and I've heard that it can increase the amount of spider mites that are likely to be on that plant. And I just took her word for it because I also don't bother putting them in systemic. If I already had systemic soil mixed up, though, I would use it. I would use it. Like I said, not because I thought it was going to help with the spider mites, because it definitely won't. It does nothing for spider mites. Well, it does nothing as far as eradicating, killing them, slowing their breeding down. It does not do that at all. What it actually does is, I had to look into it, because I've had so many spider mites this year, more than I've had in probably 30 years or almost 30 years of keeping plants. I've never seen so many. I've seen spider mites this year on things that spider mites aren't normally on, like Syndapsis, like just inundated with spider mites. And I was like, what is going on? So I finally looked into it, and it's, I don't know if it's other types of systemic or not, but the one I have is a Boni product. And the magic in there is imidacloprid. That is what kills them. That's the poison. It works on the nervous system, I believe, of like thrips and scale, mealybugs, whatever. That's how it kills them. But then as far as spider mites go, it definitely doesn't hurt them. And at first I was thinking, okay, so the reason the spider mites are so prolific is because they don't have any other competition. You know, they don't have to compete with other plants for food or whatever, other plants, other pests in that plant soil or on that plant, whatever, for food and whatnot. And I'm sure that's part of it, but that's not the only thing. There's apparently been studies that show that the imidacloprid increases like fecundity of spider mites, like they grow to maturity faster, they lay more eggs, and then those eggs are hatching and those spider mites are growing faster and laying more eggs. And it's like, it's substantial, apparently. Substantial. Like the increase in the way these things grow in and on plants that have been treated with systemic, specifically imidacloprid. So, I might have caused that problem myself. I haven't put a ton of plants in systemic, but probably more this year than last year. And I've seen so many more spider mites. And like, what else is different? What else is different? You know? Like, it's insane. It's insane. I'm constantly fighting them on something, it seems like. But anyway, I'm not here to boohoo about plant pests all day. It's like anything else, you just kind of deal with it, right? You just deal with it or you get rid of the plant. It depends on what level of energy and time you're willing to commit to it. I'm willing to commit a fair amount, I guess. I am so thirsty. I'm so dry. So dry. So, and one more thing I'll mention before I wrap up here, which is probably the most stressful and pain in the butt and problematic, and probably will be an ongoing thing that I have going on in my plant collection right now, and we'll discuss it in a different video, I'm sure, in more detail, is plant diseases, whether they be fungal or bacterial. And the problem with fungal and bacterial diseases is a lot of them look very similar. Like I said, I've been growing plants a long, long time, and I can't tell them apart. I don't know if it's fungal or bacterial, generally until I've tried to treat the plant and it's died anyway. And I say that because most of the time fungal, I don't have too much problem getting the plant to bounce back, to grow healthy again. Bacterial, in my humble opinion, you might as well throw the plant away. It's that hard to get rid of, it's that hard to treat. And there's a variety of things you can treat with, and I think most of the things that are going to treat bacterial plant problems are also going to treat fungal problems. Like I was talking to somebody the other day. I think she has something fungal going on her plant. And she said, well, I have Physan 20. And Physan 20 is great, don't get me wrong. It does treat, it's got a bactericide in it, it's got a fungicide in it, and I think it also kills like algae and molds and things like that, I think. Like, it's really popular in greenhouses, especially orchid keepers will use it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that product. It's a great product, humble opinion. And like, that's not the only thing you can use, though. You can use Spectricide has a product. I can't remember what it's called. I think there's another one that's called Immunox. And like I said, most of them, if it has a bactericide in it, it's also going to help with fungus, if not kill your fungus. It's going to work very similar. Copper can also help. Plants actually need copper. It helps with, I want to say chlorosis. It helps the plant to produce chlorophyll. So if you have a plant that's yellowing, maybe a little bit of copper in your soil, it's like one of the essential nutrients that plants need. Which isn't to say that you should be adding it to your soil or anything, because too much copper is also bad for your plant. Everything's a perfect balance, a fine line. But anyway, I am experiencing widespread on my philodendrons. A lot of my philodendrons, a lot of them have gone in the trash because I don't suspect it's fungal. I have a handful that didn't look too terrible that I have isolated in the far end of my house. My house doesn't share ventilation or anything like that. It's easy for me to close off that section of the house. I have doors on every room of my house. So it's on the far end from where I am currently, on the far end of the house downstairs. I'm on the opposite end upstairs. There's about 9 doors closed between here and there. I don't know, it's a lot of doors. But either way, so aside from isolating the plant, I also have to try to use like best practices, which is like sanitizing any and all tools in between use, even on the plants that I know are affected, even on different parts of the plant that I know are affected. Like, think of it this way. If I'm having an appendectomy and a boob job in the same day, I don't want them to use that same scalpel that they just took my appendix out with to do my boob job, unless it's been cleaned thoroughly in between, you know what I mean? Thoroughly sanitized. So I'm kind of using that same mindset while I'm working on my plants. That also includes washing and sanitizing my hands in between. I'm going through so much hand sanitizer right now, and gloves, and rubber gloves. It's not been fun. It really hasn't. And it's been even less fun that I've thrown away so many plants. Because, like I said, if I just thought it was fungal, I wouldn't worry so much. But I think it might be something more. So that's not fun. It's actually a little depressing. A little depressing. Like, I had, for example, just potted up not too long ago, subhestatum cuttings. I think there was maybe a dozen, and I think I potted them in a total of 3 pots. But, you know, a few cuttings in this one, maybe 4 cuttings per pot, 3 cuttings per pot, whatever it was. Every single one, even in separate pots, every single one it looks bacterial, and I don't know how to explain that. It acts bacterial. It's not good, whatever it is. So the first thing I did was I treated the plant with a fungicide, because I was like, like a soap. But anyway, I don't know. I'm sure that whatever this is, I've spread it around before I realized that there was a problem. Because some of the plants were in here. They're not now, but some of them were in here, and some of them were out in the greenhouse. It's only philodendrons. And so that's one way that it spreads. Like, pathogens will get into your plant, they're like the same way they get into us. They're opportunistic. Any hole or opening is a way in. They will get in through like an injury, whether or not it's a pest bit the plant and spread it around, or you broke a leaf and that was an opening, or you scratched the stem, kinked the stem a little bit, or the stomata of the plant is also an opening. So, I'm sure I spread it around somehow. And I'm also very suspicious of the spider mites because I've had so many this year spreading it around. So I don't know. Lots of philodendron. Oh, maybe I think a couple of anthurium. My VGI, which used to sit over here behind me, is no longer with us. I don't know. I don't know if it was fungal or not. But when I first noticed it, one leaf kind of just started yellowing in a weird way up the leaf, and it had a patterning, and then that it just dropped off. I was like, oh, okay. You're not thirsty, you're not too dry, like, what's your problem? Kind of ignored it because, sometimes it's not always a reason to freak out just because your plant lost a leaf. But then I come back a few days later and I'm looking at it and I'm like, it had these yellow rings. And I don't mean like a yellow spot, I mean a ring of yellow. And I could see it traveling up the leaf. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was not good. So yeah, that plant's no longer with us, which is disappointing because I've been trying to grow that damn VGI for like 3 years, I think. Or not VGI, why do I keep saying VGI? It's Vitarifolium, it was my Vitarifolium. I think I have VGI on the brain because I've had to isolate that too because I'm suspicious of it. It just doesn't look quite right. Doesn't look quite right. It's never really thrived in my care anyway. But, so it's also in quarantine. And it might catch whatever the other plants have next to it. I don't know. But either way, none of them are in here. I'm hoping. Another problem with like bacterial things is where it's so very difficult to get rid of. And everybody I talk to says the same thing. I was talking to a couple of my friends. I have a couple friends that own garden centers, like big garden centers, nurseries. They're, botanists and biologists and all that fun stuff. But even talking to them, they're like, if it's fungal, yes, you can get rid of it with persistence and perseverance. Bacterial, we just throw the plant away. We get rid of the plant, destroy the plant. Because it is that difficult to treat. That and the risk of spreading that around and contaminating so many of your other plants is fairly high, just because it's so hard to use best practices. In their cases, a greenhouse doesn't really have an area to isolate plants or to do that because they don't fool with it. They're going to throw it away. If they're smart, they'll throw it away. So I'm like waffling on how long do I try to save this, 20 philodendrons, 20 plants, and potentially risk contaminating some other plants along the way before I just give up. Like I said, it's very hard to tell, and they say the same thing. It's very hard to look at a plant and go, yes, that's bacterial, or yes, that's fungal, because they do present very much the same way. The same conditions that would maybe encourage one will also encourage the other. They are spread very much the same way. I don't know. It's stressful. It's stressful. Because it was plants that I like. I wouldn't have had the plants if I didn't like them. So of course I don't want to lose them, but at the same time, it's a real bummer for everybody to be like, oh, well, you're probably not gonna save that plant if it's bacterial. And all right, the reason I keep talking about bacterial so much is because over the past 3 decades, I've dealt with a lot of fungal things, or what I'm thinking were fungal things, because I still had those plants. Those plants survived. They were treated successfly. Not all of them. So maybe it was some bacterial stuff in there. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. And, I'm not a loss. I'm defeated. I really am. I know it's just plants, but it is a little bit depressing. It is a little bit depressing. And it's even more depressing to know that before I figured out that something was going on that was a little bit more serious than maybe just a little bit of, rust or whatever, I know I spread it around. I know I did, because like I said, it was a few plants in here some in the greenhouse. So it wasn't just in one location, like, oh, the bacteria got on it there and it just affected the plants there, or the fungus, whatever it is. Whatever it is just got on it there. No, I've spread it around. And it was only philodendron. Or, well, I'm going to say mainly philodendron. Whatever was going on with the veitchii didn't look good, but it didn't look exactly the same. On the philodendrons, it's very similar. Very similar. I don't know. Defeated. Still trying, but pretty sure I'm defeated. I don't know. What would you do? What would be your advice? I don't care if you've been keeping plants for a week or if you've been keeping plants for 50 years. Tell me, what would you do? I'm always interested in hearing other people's thoughts and opinions. Some people have ideas that never even occurred to me. So tell me. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching me play with my new stuff and checking out my new plants and listening to me boo-hoo about my planty problems. Sorry for the boo-hooing, by the way. It's just like, I can tell my husband, and don't get me wrong, my husband, like, I was like, all right, you gotta come help me grab a trash bag. I'm gonna throw these plants away. I'm not gonna carry them around anywhere. I'm just gonna throw them away where they sit. And he was like way more supportive. He was like, no, throw away the worst ones, cut off the affected leaves of the other ones. We'll isolate them in the front room. And we'll try to see if we can do anything for them. Just cut everything off. So I do have some just plant sticks sitting around. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but I am trying. So we'll see. But anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. And come back and check me out again soon. Bye.